Flosstube friends, it's time for another episode. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I am Annie Joyfield Stitcher, both here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and you have reached my channel about cross stitch and other crafty endeavors. So, how is everybody doing today? This is Flosstube number 108, and it is Friday, June the 11th of 2021. Woohoo! So, thank you so much for joining me for another wonderful, hopefully wonderful, fun Friday Flosstube weekly update. It's morning. It is not even 6:30 yet. It is 6:27 here in the Central Time Zone. I am filming early again today. I have quite a bit on my agenda today. Joyfield Little One's been in camp all week. So I've been working on stuff for next school year, but then also stuff for my kind of part-time side gig job, which is bookkeeping for my mom's business. So I've been getting some stuff done for that. Today is my 10th wedding anniversary. I met my husband in 2010. We got married June 11th of 2011, and we've been married for 10 years, so that's pretty cool. We made it to 10 years. Time flies when you're having fun. So, yeah, I don't know that we have anything specifically planned. We're not like super into like, let's take the day off of work and let's do this. So we'll see what we have going on. We may like order in lunch, because I'm still not like super comfortable going into restaurants. My hair's a little wonky this morning. And then he works. So, yeah, but I thought I'd go ahead and film this because I have some work I want to get done while little one's at camp today. She's been doing a day camp, which is super fun. They've had water days. They've had inflatable days. Just super fun. Wearing her out every day, but she loves it. She loves it. And so that's all that matters to me. So we're not going to do hugs at the very end of the video like last week. I made myself a mental note. Do not forget hugs till the very end of the video, because I even put it in my title. And it was funny because I had a comment from one of you awesome friends that I wasn't kidding when I meant the very end of the video, but I didn't forget. So at least that's good. So let's get our hugs. On this channel, we do hugs. We do virtual hugs. I started this back last spring at some point, and then it became a like full-fledged thing. After so many of you said you loved it, I love it as part of the videos. I just sometimes it slips my mind. Not that it's not important, but it just sometimes slips my mind until the end or the middle or randomly somewhere in the video. But today we're going to take care of it right by gosh now. So let's get our hugs in. We do 2 hugs, 1 on each side, and then we hug ourselves. So here we go. Ready for, come in for our hugs. Come on. Hug. And then we're going to go hug. And then we're going to go hug. Sorry, while I turn that monitor down. She does not need to be up yet. That's Joyfield Little One. She's calling mommy at 6:30, but should not be up yet. So she will go back to sleep, but I'm going to turn that down. So what did I work on this week? Well, let me say this. I have been loving the 25/7, like focusing for 25 minutes on a project for multiple days in a row. I don't think I've gotten 7 days on this yet. I think I am in, yes, yesterday I did my 6th day because I started this last Saturday. So I did my 6th day of 25 minutes. I don't go past 25 minutes. And I'm blown away by how much progress I've had on this. So this is Ink Circles Rosetta. I know many of you love this project. It comes out from time to time. I don't think I'm going to put it away until it's done, because I'm obsessed with it currently. And I think that that's what's so great about the 25/7 is that it's allowing me just like short blips of time every day to like reintroduce myself to what I love about this project. So, Ink Circles Rosetta. I am stitching this on 25, no, not 25, excuse me, 20 count Opalescent Ada from Mystic Fabrics and Snert. So I am doing one strand over one square. So the original is charted in one color of like a red silk. I think it's a Gloriana. It's gorgeous. All of the motifs, all of the medallions are different. All of these inner motifs are different. All of the outer motifs are different. Tracy is incredible. The amount of design work that had to go into this, but it makes it a true joy to stitch because each one of these is different. Each one of these is different. So it's not, there's not super repetitive. So kind of the way that I've tackled this is I'm going across the top row and I'm stitching to like the midline of the kind of center cross shape medallions, and then I'm going to do the next row and then the bottom row. And I decided to do mine in a palette of many colors. So all of my borders and the center medallions are in, pardon me, Gentle Arts Cinders. I have this on a floss, like one of those cable floss things. And then this is a, excuse me, this is a keychain that I got when I was in New York City in December of 2019. I started this in October of 2019. And it's the rose window from the St. Patrick's Cathedral. And so I got this at the gift shop because this reminds me a lot of rose windows in churches. So some colors that you haven't seen yet, but you will, is Gentle Arts Pink Azalea, Gentle Arts Geranium, Gentle Arts Pomegranate, it's all Gentle Arts, Coral Reef, Bittersweet, I love the variegation in that one, Butter Crunch, another one I love the variegation, Gold Leaf, Corn Husk, which will be the next one that I do. I'm working currently in Island Blue, which is maybe my second most favorite. Cinders and Island Blue are both up there. Gorgeous. I've done Cucumber. I still show it though. Dragonfly I've also stitched with. Verdigris was the first color I did. So I feel as though I'm rocking and rolling on this. That's how I feel. Maybe you're going to see it because I think I showed it last week and talked about this challenge to myself. But I feel like I've done a lot this in 5 days. So the top row is getting close to being finished. So I've kind of bounced, let me just go like this. I've kind of bounced back and forth between working on the borders and working on the this medallion. And so when I started this week, okay, when I started this on day 6, I had this done and down to here. So I have stitched this, or I had part of this, I think. I stitched the remainder of this. I stitched over here. I stitched this. I stitched up here. I stitched across here. And I stitched this, and this little bit right here, and this bit right here. So see how pretty the variegation is in that Island Blue? You get those pops of that like neon, almost like $9.96, $9.95 kind of a color. So pretty. So I'm going to continue on because I'm loving the progress. If I could figure out how to do the like insert picture here, I might try that for next week. We'll see. I'm kind of liking the no editing thing of the videos. So I worked on that 25 minutes the last 6 days. So I do obviously have that planned to work on today. Another project I worked on quite a bit because it is one of my whip goes for this month is, and I think I said I was going to have this finished by the next video. But what I didn't take into account is how my plans go. Is I had a project with a birthday, so I typically focus on that on its birthday. And then I had, I switched over yesterday, but I didn't actually get to it, to Autumn Tree, which is my other whip go. So this is going to get some more time this weekend, and I feel like I'll get it finished. There's not much left. So this is Great Is Thy Faithfulness. This is by My Big Toe Designs. I love this chart. I am stitching this on an 18 count mystery for Mystic Fabrics in four colors that are close to the called for. So yeah. So like a light blue, a light green, a dark blue, and then this pretty rosy color. And I love this color fabric. It's just a mystery. Pardon me. And so I am a rockin' and rollin'. So I finished out the rest of these words. I did the motif over here. Which side did I do? This side. The motif over here. Then I came back on this side, reoriented my hoop here. Started working on the scallop detailing, the fill-in. So kind of this is where my hoop was. And so this is what I was working on. So I have a little bit more of the scallop detail, and then some more, I think there's one more blue flower. It mirrors the top. So you can see I don't have a ton left. Like I am done with this light blue color because it was only in the text. I have a little bit more of this color. I have the red is what I need to fill in, and then I'm going to work on this little section over here. So tentatively speaking, this should be finished next week. Fully finished, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm going to frame it or for sure not. I think I talked about last week, I just poked myself with that needle. That is the problem with having it just helter-skelter in there. I had talked about framing it. It was how I wanted to do it, but I'm not sure. I might want to do something different. So that's not going away. You will see that again next week. So let's talk about my two fully finished. One was the finish and fully finish, and one was just a fully finish. So I had shown this chart in around about, I think, video 106. It was a start, and then the next day I finished it. It's a small chart. It is from Ardith Designs, and that's Ardith. For some reason, I can't get the pronunciation out this morning. My words are not crisp this morning. And pardon this sniffing. We've had so much rain. A little life thrown in. That's what you get, a little life thrown in. We've had so much rain throughout May and now into June. We are now in a dry patch, which is great. We've had so much rain that is causing things to bloom that are supposed to bloom in, like, they're blooming again. And so it's got allergies just going wonky. The mosquitoes are terrible. What you've heard about mosquitoes in Texas is absolutely true. They are like carnivorous, like beyond. They are aggressive. They're like super mutant mosquitoes. And it doesn't help either that we have so much moisture in the ground from all of this rain that it's like, until it evaporates, we are in a super humid patch too. And it's super hot. It's like 93 and humid. I'm like, I left Houston for a reason. That's at least what my husband says, because he's from Houston. And he's like, did Houston think I missed this part of it and needed me to be like experiencing it? Because I don't. I'm okay with dry heat. So hopefully here shortly, the rest of it will evaporate out of the ground and we will get back to dry heat, or drier heat. Anywho, long story short, I fully finished this. I had said that I had an idea, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then I found this little frame in my craft room, in my office, my croffice. Helen D called it that in her video, and I was like, I call it that too. We're twins. Which is really cool to be like a twin with Helen D. So this was it's called I Love You. It's a chart by Ardith Designs, Amanda May. And she has a Gumroad page where you can go and purchase her charts. It's kind of like donation based. Like, I think you decide, I don't know, it used to be, I think when I purchased this, I told her how much I wanted to spend on it. And then, so I had this little frame. It is from Michaels. It's one of their little minis. They have, like, in their photo section, they have an end cap that has all of these little 2x3 frames. This was just like a little clipboard. So I literally took this. This is a piece of mat board that I already had cut to this size. I don't know why, but it worked. It was perfect. And I used stitchy tape on the back. The back is not fully finished because it's going to stay on here. And my husband does not care. This is for my husband. Today, like I said, is our 10th anniversary. And so I stitched him 143. The changes that I made to this is I used Classic Colorworks Wavy Navy instead of 310. Because it's Gentle Art Soot and 310. I chose to swap out the 310 for Wavy Navy. And then I Googled cursive backstitch and came up with this. It looks very similar to the one that Jessie Marie did on her Flowers Through the Years. And so I just put in I love you and then the year 21. And so I just finished it that way. A tiny little gingham bow that's kind of pitiful, but again, it's going in his area. It's I love it. And so I just think it's perfect. This frame was perfect. So yeah, this was a quick fully finish yesterday that I'm going to give him today. My other fully finish is Lizzie Kate's Nutcracker Sleds. I might stitch one or the other of these, I don't know. But I did a fully finish on it, which is super easy when you do it on the sled. So I had purchased the sled along with the chart, but same gingham bow. That's a theme this week, gingham bow. So I finished stitching him. I used some hot glue, put him on a little bit of batting so he's not directly attached to the sled, and then like interfacing batting, and then put him on the sled. He's ready to be gifted. So yeah, that is a finish, and I think he's super, super duper cute. So this is going to be an ornament that I give my brother at Christmas because he has a Nutcracker collection. And I hope my top of my head looks okay because you've seen it a couple of times, and it's morning hair. That just fell on the floor. It's okay. This project had a birthday this week. Happy birthday to this project. This was my only June start. This lives in a bag that Mandy made for me and sent me, and I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And this project does bring me joy. This is Teresa Kogut, United We Stand. And so I started this on June 9th last year to participate in the hashtag diversity and inclusion SAL and hashtag representation matters SAL. And those hashtags were the awesome, amazing, incredible idea of EJ of the Sunshine Stitchers. I'm stitching this on 27 count Linda from Be Stitch Me and Through the Stones. And I worked, so let me show you this and then I'll show you where I worked. So I worked on this gal's dress over here. So I brought up the blue. I worked a little bit, that doesn't even go with this project. I brought up the blue a bit more. I stitched around the bottom with the red, and this is actually 2 colors of red. So I didn't get as much done on this. So this may have some time this weekend. We'll see. But yeah, I love this piece. And you can purchase this chart on Teresa Kogut's Etsy shop. It's a PDF, which is great if you stitch from some kind of device like I do. All right, and then the last project that I worked on is, and one of you corrected me, and you were absolutely right. I was wrong when I said that I needed to be done with this section by the 9th. No, I was supposed to be done with the first section by the 2nd. I started it on the 2nd. So I'm not concerned with it because there has not been a stitch along that has turned out where I finish when I'm supposed to finish. And that's okay. I call them start alongs. So this is Flea Market Flowers. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. It's Lori. I purchased it on Fat Quarter Shop. It's Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. It's her, apparently the most best-selling pattern of hers. You can see why. It's super fun to stitch. I am stitching it in my own rainbow of colors. And I've got loose threads that I need to put back. Ooh. So yeah, I'm working in, I took the called for, which is weeks, which then they give you a DMC, and then I pulled from my stash and then changed up some colors. Now I will say, I had a great comment about using this purplish brown. This is actually not going to be my border brown. This is the border brown. This is for any of the darker brown that's on the inside of the piece. So yeah, enough yummy yemin, him and han, and let's show what I've done. So some 14 count pale gray gingham Ada that I purchased from Fat Quarter Shop, and it is by Fabric Flair. So it's the printed, and that's where I've gotten to. This is a lot of stitching, just so you know. It's a lot of stitching. So I have left, I've started doing the around on the around. I've started stitching the perimeter of this circle, and then that can be a fill-in. I may wait to fill this in and come down here and work on this. So again, I'm behind. It's okay. When it comes to life, I'm pretty on top of things. When it comes to stitching, I'm always behind. So, okay, I do actually have Joy-Filled Stash, but let me show you what I'm going to be working on some this weekend and for the next little while, because this is my other Whipco piece. This is Autumn Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. I started this in October when I was doing Start All the Things, Start All the Things. It's on an 18 count River Rock from Color and Cotton. It's Ada, my fave currently, and I'm stitching it in Belle Soie Harvest. And I have a tiny little sailboat at the top of the tree. So I did a non-traditional start for me. I typically am a center starter, but I started randomly at the top because I wanted to work my way down. So yeah, that's what I worked on. That was fast. That feels fast. It is what it is. It was fast. So again, I'm going to work more on Autumn Tree, more on Great Is Thy Faithfulness, still doing 25/7 on Rosetta, and then I might pull back out United We Stand a little bit more. And then that's, let me look at my June plans. I almost said October plans, my June plans. Yeah, that's about what you're going to see for the next remainder of this month. I may pull out another small. I may pull out Cozy Christmas Cat, which is the ornament I'm doing for my sister-in-law, and spend some time on that. Because what I'm trying to do is when I made a list for July of all of my Christmas/winter themed projects, actually I think I just did Christmas. I have a lot. I love Christmas stitching. One day my house is going to be just like overrun with Christmas stitching. It's going to be amazing. We're not to that day yet. We're not even close to that day because I have a lot that are finished that are not like fully finished. So I need to work on finishing some of them that are smaller so that I can actually touch all of them in July. I don't know that at this rate I could actually have like one project a day. I'd have to have like 2 or more, and that's going to make my mind hurt. So, all right, so I'm excited because I get to see my Joy-Filled Stash. It's Joy-Filled Stash time. It's Joy-Filled Stash time, and there's actually things in my bucket. Yay! So the first thing, and I'm not going to go through them, is Color and Cotton posted. I know that I said up my fabric drawers are overrun, but I cannot pass up Color and Cotton fabric grab bags. And look at how cute. They've packaged them differently. They're like cute little, they're still the same size, but they folded them into quarters and put them in their little like thread bags. I don't know if this is how they're going to be. I'm guessing because they've made this awesome label and everything, but it's 3 pieces of 8x12. I love these to have for smalls, for even sometimes medium-sized projects, depending on the count. And I got a good mix. So here's kind of the mix I got. And I got all the way from 20 count down to 14 count. So I got a really good mix. So thank you to whoever packed this. I think I maybe only have one moderate duplicate, but these are still very different. So I love that one right there. They're showing up really nicely. So I've got some good neutrals and I've got a couple pops of color. Perfect. So I'm super excited about those. I told you this was coming. And that is my Floss of the Month Club from Forbidden Fiber Co. It's called the Just Flossin Club. You can find out more info on her website. You get for 12 skeins, and they are, I think, yes, 6 yards each for $30 shipped, and the colors are incredible. So I will quickly run them down. So we've got One of a Kind Sweet Marsala, which is beautiful. We've got Powder. That kind of reminds me of like a good sub-in for like a 996, kind of in that like bright blue. Caviar, which is a great black alternative. Ladybug, great red. Vintage Ornament, I love that. Granite, this is a OOAK, which is a one of a kind granite. Pandemic, that is a great hot coral color. Windjammer, look at the variegation in that. Oh, that's screaming for a really cool like geometric one. Frankincense, that's pretty. Winter Wheat. Winifred, oh my goodness, look at that. That is totally Winifred. My guess is this is from her Hocus Pocus. I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Leanne. Winifred and Fern. So we have a good mix of like kind of super variegated, some even prim, some modern colors, which is what I love, is that it's really just giving me lots of awesome, awesome, awesome things to add into my substituting arena. I'm trying to get them all back up here and it's just not working well. So here we go. So that is this month's. Oh, such a good range. And I love that they ship quickly. I don't ever have to worry that I'm going to not get them. I mean, who knows? Life is life. All right, and the last thing I have to share, and we're on target for another 30-minute video, is Abby Topknot celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday, Abby Topknot Stitcher. And she ran a sale in her Stitcher shop. So she had all of her, and it was right, I think she shared the same birthday as Memorial Day. And so she posted, I think it was her summer charts and her patriotic charts, and anything in the sale section was on sale, was on extra sale. And then there was a code. It's over now, but I did go ahead and pick up some of patriotic charts, some summary charts, one other chart that I love that was in the sale section. So let me show you what I got. So I have been seeing this one on Waxing Moon's Etsy, and I thought it was super cute. So you've got Liberty, Freedom, and Justice. This is charted in a couple colors of Weeks Dye Works and then a lot of classic color works. In fact, it has Wavy Navy in it, which I already have. And I just love the modeling. So yeah, I'm excited about that. This is Abby's chart. This is one of the Moo the Merrier. This is the Purple Cow. And it says, or reflections on a mythic beast. And so there's a whole story behind this, which I think is awesome. She even sent it with the two colors of Sulky that she calls for that are not part of the pack. I have the pack, but I think that's so cool. The like ethereal purpley cow. Excuse me. This one's from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. I've seen, I think Becca of Sambry Stitches stitched this. And I love the Quaker, but I love the patriotic Quaker. So, yep. It's called Freedom Quaker. I have not seen this before, but I need it. This is from October House Fiber Arts, and this is Woolly Fobs. This was from 2020. And it has knit purl, this cute little sheep with the flying geese. It's got the knit purl pattern, and then it's got wool, the little knitting, like the little yarn balls and knitting needles. So this will get stitched. Like, I don't know how, when, what, where. I think it'd be cute is like to take all four and make like a small little knitting sampler, because I have some other things that I could add in. I don't know. I love this. This is Teresa Kogut. This is You Are Worthy. I don't know how I missed this. This was a 2021 release, and it's on some gorgeous XG designs in Jack-O-Lantern. So it's not a full coverage. I love this. I feel like I need to start this like immediately. I don't know. And it calls for Weeks Dye Works and DMC, and one Classic Color Works in Black Coffee. So I'll be doing some color converting. I like tentatively, as much as I love the colors, like I almost feel like I want to do this in like a really pretty variegated pink, like a like a corally pink. I want to do this like bright. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. All right, Lottie Daw's Nutcracker 3. Again, whenever I see a Nutcracker chart, I purchase because this has 4 of them. This one's smaller than these, but I think they're so cool. So sorry for the glare. And then the very last one that I got, and I'm excited about this, is the Mayflowers tree. I have been coveting this chart for a very long time from Hello from Liz Matthews. And since I have the autumn tree, I feel like I need to do the Mayflowers tree. And this is on a beautiful piece of sanguine linen from Weeks Dye Works, but I foresee myself using one of the pinks I have, pink Adas that I have in my stash already. I am afraid that my YouTube recording's going to cut out. So let's get the Angel Kindness card in. This is the last one. We have now done 52 Angel Kindness cards. I have not skipped one either. These are from Teresa Kogut. They're beautiful. I highly encourage you to go get them if you are at all thinking about it. Have a beautiful angel today that says, think abundant thoughts. See yourself living an abundant life. God has created more than enough for everyone. Tune into your abundance. So I love that my God, I know he's not everybody's, but my God has created more than enough for everyone. So I love that sentiment. And it kind of goes along with the thoughts of equality. And so yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to continue, just go right back on through them. We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Tune in to find out next week. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. We've got lots of swimming in our future next week, which is exciting. And gonna start getting things ready for camp in July. We've also started tentatively thinking about maybe taking a family vacation in the beginning of August. We shall see. So with that being said, I will say and sing, so long, stitch well, I'll see you soon, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, and I will see you next Friday.